Avon, I have a whole bathroom full. I'm kidding. Thank you so much for coming by today.
Thanь you for having us.
Welcome to the Mance.
Thank you, Branan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You can call me B. Everybody else does. We won't say what that stands for, but we're just going to go with it.
Wonderful. Well, just to start things off, what did you do this morning?
If this is a G-rated show, is it?
Well,
Okay, kind of. Then I did my gratitude list. We'll go with that.
sounds good. And what are these, if you don't mind me asking?
My big, beautiful breasted gargoyles. Aren't these crazy stunning? You're going to see some unbelievable pieces in this house that I've collected for years and years. These are 18th century. They came out of Hannibal, Missouri. I think it's the only good thing that came out of Missouri other than the interstate, but I'm just kidding. It's a wonderful state. Not sure where it is, but we'll go with that. Yeah.
How long have you lived in this house?
I've been in this house about 2 years.
Wonderful. And these chairs are so cool. Where did these come from?
You know, I wanted something super understated in the foyer. I'm kidding. These came out of New Orleans, an auction house in New Orleans. Very rare to find a set of 4 of these. And of course, I had to have my initial put in there. I mean, go big or go home, right?
Where do you find all of these amazing pieces?
You know, I have dealers all over the country for lots of different things. But as far as antiques, all over the world, I go to different big antique shows and things, and I've been collecting for years.
And this staircase is amazing as well. What was your inspiration?
You know, I just wanted something that nobody else had, and all of this wood came out of a barn in Coleman, Alabama, and I just think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And then I took an old Persian rug, cut them up, and used them as rug pads. Why not?
Love it. And what is one word that you would say describes your design?
I mean, fabulous. Come on, right?
Of course.
So let me show you my favorite room in the house.
Okay, let's go. So, do you use this room often?
Every single night. Obviously, you can see my whole family's in here now. It's the best part of the day coming home to this, for sure.
Definitely. What's one of your favorite TV shows to watch in here?
As far as old TV shows, I'm a huge Golden Girls fan.
Who do you relate to most on that show?
You know, I'm somewhere between a Blanche and a Rose with a little bit of Dorothy sarcasm thrown in.
I could see that.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's a newer TV show you like to watch?
I'm a huge Schitt's Creek fan.
Who do you relate to most on that show?
Totally David. I may look and sound stupid, but don't ever underestimate me.
Got it. And what are 2 of your top favorite movies of all time?
I would have to go with Christmas Vacation and Bridesmaids. Oh my God, I can recite every single line from there.
Definitely. What is most important to you?
Family.
What motivates you?
People who work hard.
Who inspires you the most?
People that make something out of nothing. You want to see the bedroom?
Yes.
It's honestly where all the magic happens. It's my sanctuary. And you know, it's been a minute since I've had a woman in the bedroom, so you may have to show me the ropes. Do you think you could in a room like this?
Wow, this room is amazing.
Thank you so much.
You're
I love it.
welcome.
I love it.
When did you know that design was something you were passionate about?
You know, a funny story, when I was young, I would babysit and the parents would go away, come back home, and I would have rearranged the entire house. Of course, still while watching the kids. And I guess then I knew that I had some kind of God-given gift, and I'm just incredibly blessed that I'm able to use it to make money and make people happy now.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
how long have you been in design and real estate development?
You know, a true lady never reveals her age, so we're gonna go with about 15 years. Thank you, Botox. Yes.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did these chairs come from? These are wonderful.
Are these not unbelievable?
Yes.
These are Dutch, not like a Dutch oven, that's what you do up there. They're probably 1920s, 1930s gentlemen's club chairs. One of my favorite pieces in my house.
I love that.
Thank you.
And what is something you don't love about design? What's your pet peeve in design?
You know, I do not like when people go to the mall to buy furniture or furniture shop out of a catalog. I know that sounds so super bougie, but going to the mall is something you do to buy underwear, not to buy furniture.
Yes. And what is this bedding covering that I'm seeing behind me here?
This is one of my favorite pieces out of Texas. This is a company called Magnolia Pearl, and they hand screen. These are all one of a kind. It's super, super durable for the dogs, and it's just one of my favorite things. Eclectic and different, and nobody's ever gonna have something like this.
Agreed. What makes a house a home to you?
100% family.
Yeah. So would you mind showing us your lovely bathroom?
Not at all. Come in and see where all of this glam happens.
Definitely. Wow, this is amazing.
This is nuts, isn't it? This is like my little private sanctuary.
Do you use this tub?
What do you think about this crazy tub? Of course I use this. I mean, every single night I'm in here with my cheese balls and sun drops. Can you imagine the visual?
I can now.
See, I told you I use this tub.
Yes, look at you in there. So to continue,
Yeah, we better before these bubbles go away.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in Lewisburg, Tennessee, about 50 miles south of here.
What did you love about growing up in Lewisburg?
You know, just a really super simple Southern upbringing, a small town kind of mentality. It was a great place to grow up.
What did you not like about growing up there?
Being bullied for being different. Can you imagine why they said that? Look at me now.
Certainly can't, no. What is the best part about living in Nashville?
Really the people, and the weather's amazing, and it's just a really casual vibe. I like it.
Obviously, you embrace your uniqueness.
What? Who, me?
What is one thing that sets you apart?
You know, that I really don't care what other people think, and it's super freeing to be like that.
Yes. And lastly, before all the bubbles go away.
Okay, yes, because we're about to have a big reveal here.
What is your favorite inspirational quote?
You know, my favorite word is hope. My grandmother always said, if you don't have hope, you don't have anything. And speaking of hope, here she is right here. That's why I named her that.
So, is your closet always this neat?
Oh gosh, no. Usually there's boxers and little Debbie wrappers all over the floor. Come on.
Oh my goodness. What is your favorite word?
Fabulous, of course.
What is one misconception about you?
That my everyday life is this glam. I'm actually a super humble, hardworking person that worked for every single thing that I have, and I don't take any effort for granted. And all this glitter and glam is just a character that I came up with, living in a small southern town as a gay boy just trying to escape. And what? Now I live it.
What are your favorite sayings?
Go big or go home, or my favorite from my icon Dolly Parton is, it takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
Love it. And what is your pet peeve?
People that are entitled and are afraid to work for their goals and dreams.
What was your inspiration for this house?
You know, I just wanted to design and build something that was completely over the top, one of a kind that nobody else had, which is kind of what I do. Do you think I achieved that here?
I definitely think
Thank
so.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And what is this room that I see?
This is the powder room. This is where I do all my powdering.
Wow.
I don't even know why they called it a powder. Maybe women used to powder their noses than
I
these?
think so.
I don't know. By the way, does mine look super shiny?
No, you look awesome.
It's a good one, right? I had it done twice.
Love
So
it.
yeah, come in here and look around.
Love this. So what inspired this design in
The
here?
Gucci wallpaper, actually. You can't even get this color anymore. Titty pink. What do you think? You like it?
Love that.
I know, completely over the top.
What is one of your favorite
Sasha?
sayings in design?
They like to drink out of the toilet. We look super fancy, but we're really just rednecks with money. My favorite saying is done, and I happen to have it right here, is more and less is a bore.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks.
Definitely. So what are 3 things that you think every good home should have?
Something old, something maybe meaningful to you, and maybe a family piece.
Where did these doors come from?
So come with me, let's take a look at my dining room. These doors came out of Paris, France, not Paris, Tennessee. There actually is a place called Paris, Tennessee.
Wow, I love this.
Thank
This
you.
is beautiful.
Thank you.
The ceiling is amazing. Where did this come from?
You know, I was going for a super understated, kind of low-key looking here. Do you think I achieved that?
Not with this ceiling. Definitely not.
I bought the ceiling in India on a buying trip about 5 years ago, and it came out of a palace or a brothel or a jailhouse or something. I don't really know, don't care, it just looked cool.
Let's go with Palace. It's
Let's
amazing.
go with palace. I think it's fitting for this house.
Yes. Name one person, though, since we're in the dining room,
Okay.
dead that you would like to have dinner with.
Dead? Maybe Liberace, oddly enough.
And why?
You know, I think he was just super misunderstood. He was a pioneer for his time and dared to do something different when everybody else did the same thing, and I just like people like that. Reminds me of myself.
Name one person alive that you would like to have dinner with.
I mean, Dolly, of course.
Why Dolly?
I think I just want to see if she actually eats, or maybe I just want to see her in person and maybe how big they are. I don't know, but I love Dolly.
Name 3 things that would describe you.
Passionate, insane, and devoted.
Awesome. Well, what's your favorite place to travel?
There is a big antique show that my mom and I go to every year in Texas, and we rent this huge farm. We're there for about 2 weeks. We buy 2 18-wheelers just full of antiques and beautiful things, and I get to spend 2 weeks with my mom, which is the best part about it all.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Do you travel often for work?
I do.
Where do you go?
All over the world.
What's the best part about traveling?
The food.
Well, let's go on to the kitchen then.
Let's do it.
So, B, do you cook?
Thank you for calling me B. My nieces call me that. And as far as the cooking thing, no, I don't cook. I'm cooked for. Have you met me?
Fair enough. And what are these beautiful cabinets I'm seeing?
I want to show you these. These are one-of-a-kind, custom Cerussed oak cabinets with brass inlay. Nobody else will have these.
Wow, what was your vision for this kitchen?
Again, like I told you, just completely over-the-top, unique, one-of-a-kind, which is certainly true to brand for me. And just a don't touch me, don't use me kind of vibe. Kind of like what I put off. What do you think?
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious. Well, what is your favorite food though?
My favorite food is pad thai. I don't know why.
Serious question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Quinoa or Doritos?
Oh my God, quinoa is so last year. Doritos, come on.
What's your favorite flavor?
I'm not a Cool Ranch guy. I'm just like the more old-fashioned kind of just old school orange that you kind of get on your fingers and then you lick it off. Of course, during Corona, we can't really lick our fingers, so I'm really hoping that we can get back to normalcy in this crazy world we're living in right now.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, no pun intended.
What did you eat growing up?
I'm from the South, so casseroles.
And what is your guilty food pleasure?
My guilty food pleasure, the bougie Branan, who lives in this kind of house, would say caviar. I don't think I've ever eaten it. I think I've actually scraped it off a piece of fish I had. So I would have to go with Gino's pizza rolls dipped in Hidden Valley Ranch dressing. Oh my God, can I say that on camera?
They're amazing, amazing.
Yes, yes. Would you like something to drink?
I would. What is your go-to beverage?
My go-to beverage is, I always have a club soda or I'm a Starbucks kind of guy. So, yeah.
Awesome. And what's your alcoholic go-to beverage?
People don't believe this, but I really don't drink. I get all my friends drunk and I have tons of alcohol in my house, so would you like a mimosa?
I would, but yeah, that's crazy that you don't drink.
I know, I get my pleasures in other way.
Well, would you mind showing us where you entertain the guests?
Yes, let's go outside.
Wow, B, wait, before we go outside.
I thought we talked about calling me Queen Bee. I had my people call your people, it was in the contract, so let's get it right.
You're right, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm just messing with you.
Well, what do we have here?
So this is my Peter Kyle art collection. I've been collecting Peters for... I've been collecting, that's a whole other video, but I've been collecting Peter Kyle artwork for probably a decade. He was an understudy with Picasso, believe it or not. Let's walk outside and look at the pool.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And speaking of famous people, do you have any celebrity clients?
Of course I do.
Who are they?
I can't tell you that. My client's privacy is my utmost importance.
Fair enough. What is your favorite song?
I Will Always Love You.
So, Whitney or Dolly?
I mean, we're in Nashville. Hello, Dolly.
And what is your favorite design job that you've done?
I have a estate in the Cape. It was on the beach. It was magnificent.
Sounds like it. What's one thing people would be surprised that you do?
Pray.
And I hear you're an artist yourself. Can you show us one of your pieces?
I just happen to have one right here.
Wow.
Right above the fireplace.
That is amazing.
Thank you so much.
What inspires your artwork?
You know, it's kind of a God thing. Whatever's going on in the world or in my mind, he just kind of tells me what to paint. And for years, I tried to find artwork that spoke to me, and I couldn't. So I'm like, I'm going to make artwork that speaks to me. So there it is.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much. It's kind of just a relaxing, therapeutic thing for me.
So is interior design your only business?
You know, it's not. I'm into lots of different kinds of stuff.
Like what?
As far as business, or I always said this was G-rated. I do lots of different things. I am a real estate developer, and I do projects all over the country, and we own probably 16 Airbnbs.
Wow, that's amazing. What upcoming projects are you most excited about working on next year?
Probably a wedding venue, event space that I'm really pumped about. It's gonna be like something nobody's ever seen.
That's awesome. If you had a reality TV show, what would it be named?
Probably the B word or HBIC.
Love it. And if you had a reality show tagline, what would that be?
I may be white trash, but I got tons of cash. Too much?
Not for you.
Not for these viewers.
And I heard that you sold this house.
I did. Can you believe it?
Yeah, can you tell us who bought it?
I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, how could you sell a house like this after you've put so much heart and soul into it?
You know, I'm an artist and I create, and then I like to move on to the next thing. So this is going to an amazing family who is just falling madly in love with the house and understands my inspiration. So to me, that's the most important thing, and get my cash and get out.
So if you're leaving this house, where are you moving next?
Let's just say it involves farm animals Well, that kind of sounds weird. I've always wanted to live on acreage and have a farm and a place that I can just kind of create and do lots of different kinds of stuff. So let's just leave it at that for right now.
All right. What was your first job?
Dairy Queen.
What's your favorite Dairy Queen ice
And that's not my nickname, that was actually my first job. What was the question?
What was your favorite Dairy Queen flavor of ice cream?
There was this thing called a dilly bar.
Yes.
And so yeah, there was like a chocolate ice cream kind of situation. It was really good.
What was your worst job?
Probably working in the middle of the summer in a fireworks stand.
Yeah, that sounds
Really
miserable.
hot. Yeah.
Who is your favorite designer today,
Myself, of course.
other than yourself?
Probably Bobby McAlpin or Susan Ferrier.
What scares you the most?
Losing a family member.
Name one thing you can't live without.
Laughter.
And sadly, these are our last two questions.
Oh my gosh, last two questions.
What would you tell the kids being bullied for being different in school today?
Oh my gosh, you're getting really deep with that question. That this is only temporary and God only will give you what you can handle, and to take this pain and turn it into strength and do something amazing in this world and teach others.
And what would you tell the kids that bullied you if they could see you now?
Gosh, another super deep question. This is the last question, I hope. That first of all, I forgive you. Second of all, thank you, because if you wouldn't have done this to me, I would have never achieved this level of success. And I wouldn't have all this stuff. So thank you very much, and get the hell out the manse. Goodbye.